Thank you, Yon. Nothing like trying to keep humble in the midst of all that, and all glory to God because, none of that comes from me. It comes from a heart that just desires to serve and serve the people here as well as around the world that I can have the opportunity to touch. So I'm here because as a Kingdom Builders Initiative, we are supporting Amaus Vision Center. It's a vision clinic that operates out of downtown, right behind the Cathedral of the Immaculate Conception. There's an office building behind there, and inside is Amaus Dental and Amaus Vision. And these two clinics, Amaus Dental was actually founded in 2014. They just celebrated over $1 million worth of services given away for free. So it's amazing how much work they've done. And that is another place where people can find everything for free on the dental side. It's amazing. What we've done started in October of 2021, back in our wonderful COVID 2020 year. It's always been my goal to do some sort of service abroad, and 2020 kind of shut that all down, and so there was nowhere to go in the world. So I partnered with 3 other people in the Syracuse area who joined together to find a location where we could serve people in Central New York. I don't know if you're aware of it, but over 30% of Central New York and Syracuse falls below the poverty line. And so there's a great need. We have a lot of culturally different people here from all over the world. So instead of going out, they brought them here into Syracuse, and we get to serve them here. And so not only touching them by correcting their vision, but also touching them with Bibles, with literature that helps to point their hearts towards Christ. As of this last year, I'll show you some pictures, but we also added in some services that simple things, because they don't just come to the clinic to get their eyes checked, and they have everything else that they need. So we have little baskets full of little toiletries, toothbrushes, toothpaste, things that they would need on a practical everyday basis as well. And they can take whatever they need. Everything is free. It's a totally volunteer system, so people don't have to provide insurance. Most of the time, these are people that don't have insurance, and they are either out on the street. We've recently partnered with, looking to partner with the Salvation Army, because we're finding that people who don't have the ability to see can't really go and find a job or fill out an application or do simple things that most of us would take for granted. Amaus, although spelled a little differently here, I don't know if you remember that story in the Bible from Luke 24, but the 2 men that were walking on the road, and Jesus came in and joined them. And the highlight of that, it says in verse 30, as they sat down to eat, he took the bread and blessed it. Then he broke it and he gave it to them. Suddenly, their eyes were opened and they recognized him, and at that moment, he disappeared. So the thought process is we want to be Christ to the people that we're encountering, and hopefully as their eyes are literally opened physically, that spiritually their eyes would be opened as well, so that we can meet their spiritual needs as well. We all know that vision is a super important part of what we do, and I'm just going to touch on a few things. Like I said, we started in October of 2021, and at that time we got a grant. We got a generous donation from a local person who wanted to invest in Syracuse. Some of you may know who he is, but I'm not here to share names. I just want to know that I know he wouldn't care, but I don't think it's something that is important. Something was donated that got us going, and God was able to work through that to help us develop literature, pamphlets, things that help people to know what's going on in Central New York. I'll tell you a little story real quick about this person. Came in, these glasses, I know you can't probably see how thick they are, but these are almost minus 15. Minus 15 means that you can't see any closer than about 1 to 2 inches from your nose without being blurry. They were broken, had no way of getting some help for them, and so we were able to, you can see they were taped together, and so we put them back together, put them in a new frame, and this person was able to walk out and be able to see. This is our founding crew. All of these people are volunteers who, again, we work through the clinic. This is the wonderful pair of glasses that this gentleman was wearing when he came in, and that we were able to help and fix. Over the past 5 years, we've been able to help almost 1,000 people, and we're able to do that without any, again, cost to any of these patients. Every person who comes and helps is a volunteer. Everything that we have is provided free to every person who comes through. Just wanted to show some pictures of the clinic. We did a kickoff in 2021. I donated some things that I had in my own office that we changed over. We were able to do some advertising on the busing system downtown, provide some materials that went into the schools. In the clinic itself, looks just like any doctor's office. We have every bit of equipment. Everything is almost brand new. And so patients feel like they're being cared for properly. And so ultimately, the idea is to meet needs from a vision standpoint, but also, again, to meet their spiritual and physical needs as well. Like I said, some of these little blessing baskets filled with just essential things that people need other than just part of their vision, but we took the opportunity to get these together as well. And these are places where you can donate as well. So if there are things, I know Jeanette and I talked about this before, but these are things that people need on a practical basis. And these are things that don't have anything to do with donating glasses or donating any kind of vision part of it, but these are things that help to influence people's lives as well. So I just wanted to give you a little flavor for what the clinic looks like, the things that we're offering, and how they can make an impact in people's lives. So from start to finish, we have an opportunity to, again, partner with volunteers to serve people, to serve the community. We have a bunch of pre-meds, actually medical students that come down and volunteer every week as well. So we have a lot of upstate university folks who join in. It's a group effort, and I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. Just a little bit about where this all comes from. Amaus Vision Services, See the Good, is committed to giving quality free eye care for the community, whose goal is to provide state-of-the-art eye care to those in need. And we really do want people to see the good, to be touched and influenced in a way that points their heart towards Christ, so that we can influence not only their physical needs, but their spiritual needs as well. Just going to leave you with one other verse real quick. In Matthew 6:22 and 23, it says, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are unhealthy, your whole body will be full of darkness." It's important. It's important for us to be able to see not only with our physical eyes, but with the spiritual eyes of our heart. And I'm so grateful for the partnership that this church has invested in Amaus Vision Center. And it's an honor to represent them and represent what we do. But it's also, more importantly, an honor to represent Jesus Christ to these people who are in need, and to be able to help point their hearts toward Christ. So thank you for giving. Thank you for being a part of this Kingdom Builders ministry. And if there's anything that you have questions about or anything that you want to talk to me about afterwards, you can grab me anytime, and I'm more than happy to share my heart with you and help point if you have something you want to continue to help donate or donate towards. We'll be glad to work together. Thank you so much.